Hello class, welcome to the Summer of 2022 Digital Photography course online. This video has been made to show you how to navigate through the Canvas course. I invite you to spend the first couple of days looking at some of the things we go over now, looking at some of the things I may have skipped. We won't look at every single item here, and make sure that you read those things that are pertinent. As we're not in a lecture class that would meet twice a week, a lot of what you do in this class is read the policies, read the instructions, read the assignments, etc., etc. And along with that, make sure you always ask whatever needs clarification. If there's something that you don't understand, please, it's my pleasure to answer your questions. Can't read your minds though, so please do ask, either in an email or in a place I'll show you shortly called Questions for the Professor. Let's get to the course. This is the home page. This is my home page. Yours is going to look slightly different. That you get to when you launch the course. A couple of things that are here for you. There are some links to a welcome page and a start here page. I invite you to do that. Your course navigation video that you clicked on to get here, and some other instructions below that. Please take some time to look at that. There is an announcement section. Please look at that. There's a new announcement in here from Tutoring and Library Resources. A lot of the things in here can be very pertinent. Let's go back to the home page. Now, one of the main things you'll need to know for this course is that your assignments, your photographs, are submitted in the discussions board. Right now what you've got here is questions for the professor. Problems and solutions is where you can work things out with each other, ask each other questions. Let's just look at that real quick. That pops up, and this has an aspect of all discussions you need to know. In order to post your work, you need to click Reply to those instructions. But never, ever click that reply button more than once. We'll see that later on. Let's go back to the discussions. This is where you will be posting your Introduce Yourselves bio and a trial submission of photographs. That is, to see if you're getting them submitted correctly per the instructions in the course modules. Let's go over to the home page again. From here, it's easy to get to other aspects of the course. One of those is the course modules. In the course modules, that's where the welcome page is. That's where the start here page is. Things you should know, course material requirements, things like that. Very important in here, there is a syllabus supplement. The syllabus you click on in the instructions over here is pretty lean. This shows you how to do everything. Let's open that up. And there is a link here for that. I'm going to go to that link by opening it in a new window. There is a lot of instructional material here and course guidelines. And of course there are other things like my contact information right there at the top of that. Some of the things you need are here. There's a course outline here. Grading policy is here. There is a note on Photoshop lessons, which we'll get to in the course modules. Links to videos, and your shooting assignments for the semester. Please understand that you do these in the order shown. Don't jump to Project 3 when Project 1 is due. Don't save Project 1 when Project 2 is due. When Project 1 is due, do that topic for that. Let's go down a little bit. Participation is discussed in the modules. Academic integrity, you can't use somebody else's pictures. And you've got to use photographs you take this semester. Anything taken prior to June 13, 2022 is not going to count for credit. This is the weekly schedule. This is also available in modules, the exact same thing. Week 1, it shows what you do, what you submit, what you read. The SCDP is the book, the short course in digital photography that's required. That is in the bookstore. I went there yesterday and they've got it. Gives you a reading assignment, and it tells you what discussions we'll be doing for this first week. Here are some college resources that can help you: special needs, counseling, financial aid. Their phone numbers and contact information is there. Let's go down a page here. Withdrawals have to be done per the schedule in that link. Contacting the help desk is something that's not optional. If you're having problems with Canvas, you've got to contact them. That's not something you can say, well, I couldn't get Canvas to work. They need to know it may be a system-wide failure that they have to be alerted to. Don't not contact them. If it's something to do with Photoshop, there is a link here that will take you to that. And please note that they're very good about helping you with your Photoshop account. Speaking of which, we use Photoshop and Adobe Bridge for this course. There is a link in the next page or so here. I think it's this one that shows you how to get Photoshop as a student. It's not actually required. You can use the computers at the college that have Photoshop in the eLab and in the art department. I think there's one in the library that also has Photoshop. Also, several area libraries have Photoshop. Just give them a call. You can use those. Not having Photoshop or having technical difficulties with Photoshop is not mitigating circumstances for later missing work. They will help you correct things. Don't contact the school's tech support about a Photoshop issue, though. Students with disabilities, there's a link for that. Know that information that we just went over above. If you have questions about any of that, please do ask me. This next page is called the assignments and due dates. It spells out for you what you do each week, along with the weekly schedule. For example, week 1 is June 13th through the 18th. Week 1 projects, those discussions here in blue, are due June 15th. That's a Wednesday. The color up here shows you what it is. It says class discussion. Photoshop lesson. Shooting projects. Those are all based on the colors shown here. Here's the link to find out how to get Photoshop. You get a discount if you're a student. Then we get to the shooting projects for level 1. That's the 250, the 252. Their shooting projects are listed there. There is in the modules a further explanation of those assignments showing you what to do. We'll look at that shortly. Keep going. It shows the camera settings that are required for the semester in that page. And in the course modules we'll go to now, they're numbered, and each number has a topic. For example, welcome start here. Assignments is number 9. Looking at this page, you can navigate to that much more quickly. So, let's go back to the Canvas course, and let's go look at the modules. There's the welcome, things you should know. I'm not going to open all of them. There's the start here that you've got a link from on the opening page. The syllabus supplement we just looked at. Discussion procedures, that's pretty important. I just left the discussions, and it shows you what's required for those procedures in here. The next one shows you how to attach a JPEG image. It's very important to note right now that a JPEG Image is all you can attach. You attach it, you never ever upload it, and it has to be saved per the instructions in the videos on how to do that. Let's go look at this discussion procedures. Here it shows you how to do late work, and it shows you how to attach a JPEG image to that. See if this comes up next. Yeah, attaching JPEG files also is here. It shows you how to save your camera raw files. You shoot in camera raw only as a JPEG image. Very simple. You open it in Adobe Bridge into Photoshop, and in Photoshop you do a file save, giving it the name you want, and you then store it on the folder you have. That's the only way to save those. Let's go back to the modules now. Late work policy is here. Required camera settings, be sure to look at that if there's something about that you don't understand. By all means, do ask. The weekly schedule we looked at, and that syllabus supplement is there. Contacting the help desk, there's a number. Again, if you've got a problem with something technical, you're required to contact them. Unless it's Photoshop, Adobe, you contact Adobe. Want to go down way to the bottom now. When you do a shooting assignment, you have to submit a contact sheet. Number 13 here shows you how to do that. Shows you how to make that contact sheet. Let's look at the assignments up here. Let's look at the explanation of shooting assignments for level 1. Most of you are that. It talks about it. Number 1's landscape, people you know, etc., etc. That's all there. There is also an attached PDF here. I'm going to open that. Let's go. This gives you shooting assignments. This gives you suggestive images that you can look at for the assignment so that you can better understand what's required for that. Let's go back to the modules again. Those are in the assignments. That's number 9. Number 2 is for the advanced level. It shows how to attach JPEGs again. Again, that's very important. We don't make PDFs in this course. Technical shooting project is there, and so on. Final critique instructions for that. There is a calculator here for your exposures. Don't need to look at it and memorize it. Just be aware it's there for when you do the technical assignment. Photoshop lessons are designed to help you navigate through Photoshop. Know what it does, what modifications you can make, and there are how to do the lessons, and then the Photoshop lessons have videos showing you what to do. They're instructional. And those are submitted with JPEG images again in the discussion board. There is also down here on 12 how to store your images. Don't use a program. Don't save them to Lightroom. You're going to need to copy and paste the images from your memory card to a file on the computer you've set up. Copy and paste. Copy the images from your SD card, paste them into that folder. That's the only way to do it without losing any information. Making contact sheets, we went over that. Let's go back home. That's a quick look at how to navigate through this course. You're welcome to look at it again and again, but you're also welcome to ask me questions about it. If you have a question about this video, be sure to tell me at what point in the video you need clarification so that I know where to look and see what you're talking about. Again, welcome to the class. Thanks for signing up. We've got a full class so it should be a lot of fun. Take care.